Welcome back, fellow dragons. It is way too fucking hot. Hey, Octo, can you make Itsuki's, separate? What? Again? You asked yesterday, too. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'll tell him he's being a pain. Is Itsuki-san sick or something? Otomaru said he wasn't ill, but I don't know the full story. Give me a moment, fellow dragons. Sorry about that, fellow dragons. Little bro discovered that it is fucking 84 degrees in the house. And it is not supposed to be that temperature inside ever. It is too fucking hot. No amount of fans is going to deal with this. We're trying to see if... I'm concerned that the AC might be being overwhelmed so much by the excessive heat warning that we have going on. I don't know if that's the case anymore. It might be that fire ants have tried to make a nest in that thing because it's nice and cool. Or it could be that, I just need to get the damn thing serviced. Which I can't fucking afford to do. Because I have to choose between getting my AC serviced and getting my car repoed. I'm freaking out, fellow dragons. But back to Norn9. What was the last thing that happened? It's too hot for me to think and I'm freaking the fuck out. So, brain no work. Oh look, left Joy-Con turned itself off. Again. Otomaru said he wasn't ill, but I don't know the full story. Is that right? Mikoto-chan, do you know anything? The food is delicious again today, as always. Yeah. Flashback. Everything I said to you is true. No, wait. I did say some things when we first met that were only intended as jokes. But somehow, even the jokes all turned into the truth. I do like you, and I do want to make your life easier for you. Flashback smooch. I love you and the way you work so hard. That's why you have to stop pushing yourself so much. If you keep this up, you're going to pass out. How can he go and say all that after everything he has put me through? And now he will not leave his room? The nerve! Mikoto, your chopsticks broke. Pretty impressive arm strength to snap them both at the same time. Nanami-chan! Oh, I'll bring you a new pair of chopsticks. Ever since that kiss in the library, I had not seen Itsuki anywhere. Heishi seemed to be bringing him food and interacting with him, but aside from that, no one else had any idea what was going on with Itsuki. He's my partner, and he cannot even inform me what is going on. I'm sorry, it's too hot, fellow dragons. I can't talk. If he had fallen ill, that would be one thing. But if that's not the case, then he should at least come out and speak with me. No one knew why Itsuki would not leave his room. Ask Sakuya. Back on the day Sakuya's future changed. Sakuya and Itsuki went back to their rooms together. I figured something had happened, but Sakuya would not say anything. Something must have happened between the two of them. I know they are not friendly, but they have never fought for this long. Whatever could it be? Perhaps there is a reason unrelated to Sakuya? It's technically unrelated to Sakuya, but Sakuya is the one who gave him the information. I stood in front of Itsuki's door numerous times in an attempt to check up on him. However, paying a visit to a man's room poses a bit of a problem. Mother and Auntie taught me that it is very important to not visit a man's room before you are married. Life is not that simple. Plus, if I went inside Itsuki's room, this is not a real Itsuki, it's in her mind, so... Whoa, miss, what are you doing here? Could it be that you're finally ready? Coming to my room on your own? Miss, I never thought you were this forward. Okay, I'll make you my woman. Ugh. Kaharu, from now on, give her metal chopsticks instead. How absurd! I, who have been raised to the highest moral standard, would never! I was simply wondering because you were as ever-present as air, and now you have vanished. I'm not worried, nor do I want to see you or anything of the sort. Oh, you poor, stupid tsundere. This is entirely his fault. It is all because he will not come out of his room. I wonder if something happened. Perhaps he is feeling troubled. Although I cannot even think of anything that could possibly trouble him. Oh, he's got lots of troubles. He just keeps them inside, and that's not healthy. Oh. Could it be that he regrets the things that he said to me? But what's wrong? Your face looks a lot paler than usual. Oh, girl. You need to pay attention to the shit that's going on around you if you're gonna daydream. You can do both. I do all the time. Is it my fault? Or no, is it my fault? Huh? Did I push him too far? Did I make him say that he likes me and now he's regretting those words? It's too hot to exist. Nanami-chan, isn't Mikoto-chan acting a little strange? She's been like this all the time recently. But no, she's not like that. But could he not just come out? He should just come out and see me and everything would be fine. If he does not have feelings for me, he could just say so instead of staying cooped up in his room all day. Mikoto, if you're that worried, go see him. Don't think, just do. All of your overthinking is causing trouble for the rest of us. Yes. If I wanted to see him, he is right over there. Even if he is holed up in his room, I could at least knock and perhaps talk to him through the door. Nanami is right. Sitting here and thinking is pointless. I should take charge. But the real reason I cannot go see him... If I close my eyes, that memory returns. His warm hands, the feeling of his soft lips, his sweet sigh passing through my ears. My body remembered exactly how it felt down to every minute detail. If he says it was just a joke, I do not know how I would cope. He told me it was real, and I want to believe those words. Whoa, that's unusual for you. Why the sigh? Get off my screen, Masamune. Masamune, you startled me! Get off StormDragon's screen! You're not allowed to break the fourth wall. You don't even know what the fourth wall is. Do you know what the fourth wall is? No, but apparently never mind. Sorry, Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Were you thinking about something? No, nothing at all. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, Heishi was bringing Itsuki food again today. Eating in his room, we've got another Senri on our hands. Masamune, I'm going to slap you. It is a long journey. Itsuki's probably just feeling worn out. He may seem irresponsible, but he's got his own unique take on things. Trust me, I know because reasons. Yeah, that's it, reasons. He'll reemerge in due time. Yeah. You shouldn't make faces like that. It's not like you. Also, it might stick like that way. Masamune patted my back lightly, then raised his hand to wave goodbye and took his leave. As I watched him walk away, I realized something. I was not worried about Itsuki or anything. I just happened to be passing by. Girl, everyone knows. I know. I was just thinking out loud. Dumb bitch. What was that last part? Nothing. I just realized this is the first time I have come to a man's room. Maybe that is why I'm so nervous. No, wait, I also went to see Sakuya when he got ill. That means this is not the first. In that case, why am I feeling so nervous? I can feel sweat building in my clenched palms. Really, because I'm feeling sweat coating everything. So fucking hot. Itsuki's unique take on things, huh? Perhaps I should leave him alone. Even though he has not left his room, it has only been 1 or 2 days. Masamune is probably correct. If I just leave him alone, he will return to normal. No, he will not. I slowly let my hand fall from the doorknob, then all of a sudden... Whoa! Oh, it's just you, Mikoto. Don't scare me. What do you mean, just me? Why did you open the door so suddenly? I can't predict when someone's gonna come in. Did you come see Itsuki? Huh? Hey, Itsuki, your sidekick's here. Sidekick? We aren't espers, not superheroes. Miss? What? Wait, where are you going? Huh. Oh, she left. Should I call out to her? You know, using my powers. No, it's okay. Still haven't collected my thoughts. Thoughts, huh? Well, I don't know what that's all about, but if you don't figure it out soon, another guy's gonna get to her. Despite dwelling on the thought for the majority of the day, I still ended up not seeing him at all. He must be thinking about something. It would be wrong for me to try to force him out of his room. Oh, now people think that way it's Itsuki and not Senri that's in his room all the time, Now people make that assumption. Fuck all of you. I repeated those words to myself endlessly. Anyone can grow tired. Anyone can grow tired and want some alone time. But y'all didn't respect Senri's issues in any of the other routes. So fuck all of y'all. Right now, Masamune's reasoning was the only justification I had for Itsuki not coming out to see me. This way is better, right? It's better to wait for everything to be clear, right? This was the longest period of time we had gone without seeing each other since we were paired up. Looking back, the entire situation was started by Itsuki. If he had not taken the initiative himself, I would never have done so. Am I really this uncertain around men? Yes! You are! Have I just been putting up a front so I would not expose my weakness, I wonder? Yes, you do this with everything. You need to stop. When I disregarded him and said mean things, Itsuki had always been there. And he told me that he liked me. Oh, another... I'm not... Okay, good. This is new dialogue. What I could not bring myself to do or say, he did for me. He made it easy. I cannot do this alone. Itsuki. Sorry everyone, but we got an announcement. Please join us. Was that Heishi's telepathy just now? I wonder what has happened. The announcements were from Kakeru and Masamune. We had almost reached the destination and should prepare for our arrival. With a few simple words, we were notified that our journey was almost over. Itsuki was still nowhere to be seen. I wonder how Itsuki will react to the news. Itsuki. The news that our journey was ending was enough for me to overcome my hesitance. Heishi? I will let Itsuki know. Gotcha. Go right ahead. Thank you. Oh, nighttime. That's probably a bad time to go in there. I arrived at Itsuki's door. I stared at it, clenching my fists. I will put an end to this. I will wait for Itsuki no more. Itsuki's room was pretty much the same as all of the others. Even though it looks the same, it's obviously Itsuki's room. You could tell by the scent alone. Just act normal and everything will be fine. You never come out of your room anymore. Everyone is saying that you are turning into another Senri. We really shouldn't be harassing that kid to come out of his room. Sorry for intruding, but I wanted to inform you about the announcement. That is the only reason I am here, nothing else. Why the hell is he not saying anything? Oh no, I feel like I could cry. The ship is almost at our destination. They said to be prepared for our arrival. Of course, we all should have been prepared for this moment, from the moment we set foot on this ship. Masamune always lectures us like he's our teacher. It is quite annoying. If you're prepared, then why are you crying, miss? Tears of anger and sadness flowed from my eyes. These two unbecoming emotions mingled in my tears as they fell to the floor. What is going on? Why did you stop coming out of your room all of a sudden? Have I done something wrong? It feels like I'm always having my emotions jerked around by you, and I hate it. I didn't want to see you and Saku together. What? Saku told me about his vision of the future and how strong the bond between the two of you was. The reason you didn't want to like me or want me to like you is because you wanted to protect Saku, right? But Saku's future has changed. Now he won't die. Are you saying I should simply be with Sakuya now? Because he will no longer die, I should... How many times must I tell you, stop trying to make my decisions for me? It's a hard thing, falling in love. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I haven't been able to come to a conclusion yet. Thinking about what exactly? Is it something you cannot share with me? It's not that. I'm just discovering a new me and I'm a bit confused by it is all. I might use they them pronouns actually, now that I think about it. I don't know. I knew you. Well, maybe it's not exactly new. It's a part of me that's always been there, but I didn't want to acknowledge it. Ever since I was born, I never put my full effort into anything. I just figured it was because I wasn't a serious person by nature. I do not believe a person like that would challenge themselves to learn how to read and write. You have such beautiful handwriting. You must have practiced so hard. I did. Working on stuff like that is fun because you can see actual signs of progress. Are you saying that relationships are different? Oh, they're very different. Yep. His response caught me off guard. Itsuki was very much like someone who liked to go with the flow, but he was also very kind. There's a contradiction between that kindness and the frivolous way he acted around others. Messing with people and screwing around was something I thought I did because I was raised poorly. But that wasn't really the case. This personality of mine is actually just an attempt to hide my weaknesses. Truth is, I'm just scared of getting hurt or losing something dear. This is why you've been locked up in your room for so long? Yeah, sorry for being so pathetic. I shook my head. It was the first time I had ever seen Itsuki, who could always see right through others, share feelings that he wanted to hide. I imagine that he must have been feeling quite conflicted about showing that side of himself to me. Despite that, he is still willing to talk to me. He is no longer joking, but bearing his true feelings. The tears continued to stream down my face, but now there was a bit of happiness mixed in. Seeing you work so hard, even though I knew you were struggling, sometimes I couldn't stand it. I'm sorry about the paper, but I need to fan myself. It is so fucking hot. But that's your strength, miss. You never seem worried about making mistakes or hurting yourself when you're protecting others. I am not special. I am not that strong. I am like you. I put on a front and try to handle things that I know I cannot. When I fail, people get hurt. Are you talking about Saku? Not just him. When I let myself feel, so many emotions come bubbling to the surface, it's hard to get a handle on them all. Feelings of greed, obsession, which I really don't want that one. That one's not healthy. I've been trying to contain my jealousy, but just the thought of you talking to Saku drives me crazy. What is that supposed to mean? See, nothing good comes from me being serious. I would not say that is completely true. Miss, do you like me? Could you always be with me? If you can, I won't need anything else. Itsuki had extended his hand to me. I am not the same person I was before. I am no longer the naive girl who did not know what it would mean if I took his hand. In the past, Itsuki would just pull me in without bothering to ask if I wanted to be held. The reason he was not doing so now was perhaps because he had changed as well. It's more that he's dropping the facade and he's not using the excessive flirtatiousness and the lack of regard for consent for touch anymore. He's no longer using his shield. He must know that this is meaningless unless both of us reach for one another. Yep, that's exactly what he knows. Oh look, there's only one option! Stop. Stop acting as though you are the only one taking things seriously. After all, I like you too. Miss. I know. You wouldn't enter a man's room unless you really liked him. Because you decided to come in, I was finally able to tell you how I really feel. Thank you. Will you be mine? Every time I heard the bed creak, my body tensed. You're so red. You know you don't have to be so nervous, right? We're just cuddling. Up, never mind. Hey, at least this one isn't as bad as the other off-screen one that caused me to have to age restrict her out. Hey, don't look away. I want you to know it's me making love to you, otherwise there's no point. Let me show you what it means to be mine. That's it. Good girl. Mikoto, I love you. There's no turning back now. I won't let anyone else have you. That's how serious you've made me. Y'all better be using protection. If this is gonna be a thing that happens off screen or part, if y'all better be using protection if this is a thing that's happening. Being with you is worth leaving the rest of my life behind. So, Mikoto, please be mine forever. I fell asleep in Itsuki's arms. That night, I had a strange dream. There was a small house, and inside, Itsuki and I were living together. Oh. We woke up together, ate together, and chatted and laughed together. It was a happy life where we would never be apart. That was the dream I had. I woke to the feeling of fingers running softly through my hair. Sorry, did I wake you? Itsuki's soft smile came into focus as I emerged from a blurry daze. Don't like the implications of this. Did you show me that dream? What kind of dream? A dream of us living together. One moment, fellow dragons. I'm having a phone shoved in my face. Did it even pause? I don't think it actually paused.
Also, let's add to be there by 2:30.
Let me finish up this scene.
It's 2:02. I'll put my shit gathered.
Yeah. We were in a small house, so small, even if we were in separate rooms, we could still see what each other was doing. And in the dream, we would always be together. How nice. Wish I had a dream like that. It's not morning yet. It's not morning yet. Go back to sleep. I can show you that dream again. No, I have a feeling I will see it again anyway. Alright. I closed my eyes once more. My sleepiness took hold as if it had been waiting for me. I let myself succumb to it and drifted off. I'm sorry, Mikoto. I felt something leave my body. It was like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders, like someone had removed heavy shackles from my legs and arms. For the first time in my life, I felt a strange release and a relief swell from the depths of my very soul. I felt that I must still be dreaming and that I could tell Itsuki all about this wonderful dream when I awoke. Then, as though I was falling into a deep canyon, I parted from my consciousness. Okay, that's gonna do it for now, fellow dragons. Intermission. Oh, fuck, it didn't pause. OBS, why? Okay, fellow dragons. One moment. One of the things I set up. And there goes the Joy-Con. Fuck. I'm a mess, fellow dragons. But at least I'm not melting. My AC is fixed. The people I called came out really quickly and were great. Had to spend an amount that is gonna make it difficult to make my car payment, but that's fine. I'll figure something out. 'Cause can't die of heat stroke in my own house. That's not okay. That's a little more important than being able to get to work. And also I drove little bro to work. And one of my other consoles that I wanted to do a thing on later is currently going through a software update that at the last point that I checked is for some dumb reason going to take 26 hours. Usually that console doesn't have that problem. The AC was only just fixed, so it's still fucking hot in here. But it's not unbearably hot, and I can manage it while things slowly start to cool down. Got a conditioner treatment in my hair, so, wet hair gonna keep me nice and cool. And I've got a foot bath of cold water in front of me. So I just have to be careful not to drop the Joy-Cons in. That would be bad. Alright. So, Itsuki did a thing in the last half of the episode, fellow dragons. I'm not going to say what. A lot of y'all probably figured it out based on context of other things he has said. So, yeah. I woke once more and sat upright, only to find Itsuki missing from my side. Itsuki? I looked around confused and heard voices outside the door. I have no idea. Is that so? I wonder where she went. I wonder. Those voices. Is it Koharu and Itsuki? What time is it? I snapped out my days and looked at the clock. It was 20 minutes past breakfast. Oh, are you awake? Why didn't you wake me up? Why? You were sleeping so soundly. You deserve to sleep in for once. What are you talking about? Anyway, I have to get out of here before anyone sees me. Oh? Why don't you just stay here? What? That is not possible. I think that's Heishi, so I'm gonna read it as if it's Heishi. It wouldn't be Kakeru. And I'm pretty sure Ron would just fucking walk in, and that would not be Ron. Itsuki, you there, man? Come on out already. Heishi? Hearing Heishi's unmistakably cheery voice, I buried myself in the bed. Huh? Door's unlocked. Itsuki, I'm coming in. Nope. Oi, there you are. Come on, let's eat with everyone today. Okay, I'll go with. you're cooperative today. You were so gloomy just yesterday. Okay, ew, cat hair got in my foot spot. Okay. I'm repausing the recording to deal with this because that is gross, no matter how hot it is out. Alright. Dealt with the freaking cat and dog hair. Hard to tell which was which. I don't know how it got in there. I think they decided to drink my foot bath water when I went to the bathroom and was setting up to record. There we go. Let's get the headphones back on my damp fluffy head. Alright, where's the controller? Alright, there's one Joy-Con. Okay, my phone is gonna go into this pocket of this nice towel robe. Alright. Huh? You're so cooperative today. You were so gloomy just yesterday. Hey. You were acting like Henry. If you didn't come out today, I was gonna have to start getting serious. You know, like maybe seeing if I could pay Cockier to bully you. Yeah, well, I'm okay now. Are you though? We don't have much time before we reach our destination. You gotta tell her that you like her. Hey, she? Seriously, I'm good. Show some backbone. Just go for it. Pull her right into your room. I already told you, if she gets together with another guy, you're gonna be the one crying your eyes out. Wait a second. You're really, really cheery today. Like a cat who caught the mouse. A cat who caught the mouse is quite sadistic, Heishi. I would, maybe not press your luck. Oh, shit. I just remembered. I have something I gotta do. Go on ahead, I'll catch up, and if you come into my room without me telling you you can again, I will kick you in the dick. What? Hey, wait! Oh, fuck. Hey, she was probably saying that on purpose. He probably realized that I was here. He probably felt my embarrassment from up here. No. He wouldn't do something like that. He's too stupid. That's the kind of thing Kakeru would do. Itsuki was blushing. He turned away to hide his embarrassment. Anyway, I told them I'd catch up with him, so I'd better head to the dining hall. Though I'd much rather stay in bed with you a little longer. Huh? I think agree is probably the right answer at this point. I want to be with you more too. There we go, that's the right answer. Wait, why are you so silent? Do not tell me that was a joke. Nope, I was just trying to figure out how to get you undressed and finished in 5 minutes. I don't think you and I could pull it off. Off we go! Okay, yeah, I deserved that. Alright, coast is clear, let's go, Mikoto. Huh? Oh, good morning, Mikoto-chan. I've been looking for you. Where have you been? The smugness of Itsuki right there. I was researching things in the library and I fell asleep. Oh, is that so? I thought I checked in there, though. Oh, well. I'm glad you're okay. And I'm also glad Itsuki-san finally came out of his room. Sorry to worry everyone. Mikoto-chan? Are you trying to show off holding hands like that? Is it mating season or something? Ow! I somehow mistook his hand for chopsticks. What a sad excuse. The way you're grasping at straws makes me feel even more embarrassed for you. You realized? Then say something! Oh, I thought holding hands with me had become a habit for you, so you did it without realizing. It's cute that it became a habit overnight. In my annoyance, I held up my hands to erect barriers I had countless times before. But no matter how hard I tried, my barriers would not respond. I cannot create a barrier. What's wrong? Nothing. The barrier on the ship does not seem to be deployed anymore either. What is going on? This should not be happening. I do recall this happening once before. No, my barriers do not work. Obviously, you like me so much that you can't bring yourself to form one. I'm just kidding, it was a dream. I need more spiritual training. I need to pull myself together before we are attacked again. What did you do? Saku, your face is as scary as always. You don't need to have Saku, your face is as scary as always. You don't have to glare so hard. It's okay. The deed's been done. Alright. So, why the hell were you locked in your room all that damn time? What's that? Were you worried about me, Aki? Were you so worried that you couldn't sleep a wink? Don't be stupid. That's right, Itsuki. Akita wasn't so worried that he couldn't sleep at night. But he was worried enough to think of making you rice porridge and hot ginger water. It's called ginger tea, you dumbass. I see. Don't take it the wrong way. You're really in touch with your feminine side, so I was worried that maybe you'd stopped eating or something. Like those stupid fad diets. Akito, you shouldn't call Itsuki girly. Actually, he didn't outright call me girly except in the text box. Now that Itsuki's back, everyone's all lively again. Especially Akito for some reason. We're close to arriving at our destination, but they're all the same as always. The end of our journey approaches. Yeah, I was eating Aki's delicious cooking even while I was locked in my room. No matter how you're feeling, good food is still good food. Thanks, man. Huh? Did Itsuki just say thank you? Everyone was surprised at Itsuki's words. That Itsuki, the Itsuki who never missed an opportunity to make a fool out of everyone on board, had actually said thank you. Everyone was understandably shocked. Hey, you're gonna make such a fuss out of a simple thank you? That hurts. You sure you're not sick or something? Like, something that affects your head? What? Sick? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I am. What? I have a disease that makes me want to thank all things great and small. Even if someone's trash, I can't control myself. I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude that I just gotta show it. Did you just call me trash, you... Did you just call me trash, you piece of shit? I guess that's what... I guess this is what they call being lovesick. I guess you haven't changed at all. That's really how you want to leave things? Can't completely drop my facade now, can I? What of all the things to say? I could feel Itsuki's gaze on me, but I just looked down and ignored him. Gah! What? The ship was rocked by an intense shaking of a magnitude that I had not felt before. I heard a loud explosion on the roof. And another one. What? Of all the times to strike! Another attack! What happened to the barrier? I do not know! I cannot use my powers! Calm down. Everyone grab hold of something. Hang on tight. No one move. You say that, but this shaking's off the charts. The ship is gonna crash. Huh? Okay, this continuous shaking. Okay, good. The ship that could easily glide through a storm without us feeling a thing was being tossed about like a child's toy. Now the question is, who's the one firing on it? Based on context, it's most likely Natsuhiko. But it might not just be Natsuhiko. It could be someone else instead. But it's probably Natsuhiko. We began to fall, and we were powerless to stop it. If I can just reactivate the barrier, then I can protect everyone from the impact. Due to the shaking, I was unable to stand. I tried to leave the dining hall by crawling along the ground. The barrier on the roof. Mikoto, no. The ship tilted sharply, throwing my body into the air. Mikoto! Itsuki? Itsuki's long arms caught me and held me tight. Everything went dark. I could not see a thing. Everyone's voices. Itsuki's voice, they all drifted further and further away. Is this the end? Is this where it all ends? But we were all just starting. Okay, it is this song again, yeah. I think this plays every route. Okay, then it cuts off there. Where am I? Okay, alright, fellow dragons. Time to check a thing. It's time we see if that one wrong answer I got at the start is gonna cause me to fail like it did in the Vita version, or if they changed something and it's going to be okay and one wrong answer doesn't immediately break you. I open my eyes to an unfamiliar ceiling. Itsuki? Are you awake? I made breakfast. Where are we? You still half asleep? Go wash your face. My face? But what about... Come on, if you don't hurry, your food will get cold. I went to the sink as Itsuki instructed and then washed my face. As Itsuki instructed and washed my face. Then I realized. Wait, how do I know where the sink is? I've never been here before. Go ahead, dig in. Thank you for the meal. As I took some food with my chopsticks, I quietly glanced around the room. When we're finished eating, we can take our usual walk. I bet it'll feel good to sleep on the grass on a nice day like this. As long as you don't sit in an anthill, or where mosquitoes will eat you alive. Usual? Yeah, the usual. Itsuki looked at me and smiled happily. Upon seeing his familiar smile, my uneasiness faded away. Of course, this is our home. I have lived here with him for a while now. We finished our journey and completed the orders given to us by the world. Once we were relieved of our duties, Itsuki and I moved in together. Yes, that sounds good. Let us take a walk. Yeah. I nodded and Itsuki beamed in response. Now I could end here, but I'm not going to. If I end up going for more than another hour, I will end it, but we're gonna keep going for now. Pleasant breeze floated through a sea of grass. Itsuki and I strolled leisurely amongst the gently swaying blades. What a nice breeze. Indeed, I wonder what could be beyond that field. I don't know. What do you think, Mikoto? A city? Perhaps the ocean? It would be wonderful if it was a beach. Can you swim, miss? Of course. I've been swimming by waterfalls since I was a child. I am used to the water. Gotta be careful around waterfalls, actually. I'm jealous of your childhood. I didn't have anything like that. How about next time we get our swimming gear ready and go check it out? But what if it is not an ocean? I simply made a random guess. It's okay. I bet you're right. There's gotta be an ocean ahead. Fellow Dragons, the game's already made this obvious, but just in case it wasn't, spoiler alert for those who didn't figure it out, this is a dream. Really? Yeah, beyond the field is an ocean. Beyond the field is the ocean. A beautiful sea just like you imagined. Yes, I have a feeling it is too. Such a relaxing time. The world was safe and happy. Nothing odd or bad would ever happen. Hey, it's not good to stay in the wind too long. Let's head back. I was happy spending time with Itsuki. Itsuki smiling at me. Could there be anything better? No, this is perfect. I wish this could last forever. Oh dear. Just as I wished, the days continued uneventfully. In the morning we would make breakfast together. Some days one of us would sleep in and the other would make it alone. But typically we would both split the work and help each other. Our tiny kitchen was so small that our shoulders would almost touch. I liked being so close that I could feel Itsuki there beside me. After we ate, we would go for a walk. Usually we would go to a nearby hill or forest, nowhere special or anywhere in particular. We would simply chat and wander as we pleased. Once we got tired, we would rest before heading back home. Aww, cute. At night, we would fall asleep holding hands. Our bed was so small that we would certainly fall off if we were not holding one another close. Isn't this bed a little hard to sleep in? I am fine, but it must be harder for you since you're bigger than me. No, I'm okay, but if it's uncomfortable for you, I could buy a new one. I like it. I like our small dining room, our tiny bed. I like it all. Okay, I like it all too. Itsuki! What happened? Why are you shouting? What? For a moment, Itsuki disappeared. That was just an illusion, right? That could not have actually happened. Sorry, I was just startled. It was nothing. You're so weird. What were you thinking about? I said it was nothing. There you go, lying to me again. But if you're not going to be honest, I have some ideas for what we can do instead of talk. Itsuki grinned slyly. He lifted the blankets and jumped on top of me, again with the off-screen things. Eek! Let me go. No can do. Now surrender. Don't worry, we're both fully clothed. We're not actually doing it. Stop! Eek! Stop it! Kuchiku. Stop it! Give up. This is revenge for the shit you had Nanami do in that dream a while back. Yes, you win! I cannot breathe! What a bully! Do not make me use so much energy before I go to sleep. Sorry, you were just too cute. I will not forgive you just because you say nice things like that. I will not fall for your tricks. Aw, maybe I should kiss you until you forgive me. I forgive you. Oh, that's not enough for you. Here, I'll do more to pay for my crimes. Cheek smooch. And Itsuki continued joking around like that until sunrise. Forgive me, I fooled around with you a bit too much last night. I'll make breakfast. What do you feel like eating today? White rice, miso soup, and salted salmon. Coming right up. I said salted salmon, but we should have been out. I knew because I used the last of it last night. I knew he'd feel bad about not being able to give me what I asked for. Just a little payback for yesterday. Although I really do want to eat salmon. Huh? It'll be ready soon, just give me a minute. A pleasant scent filled the room. I peered over at Itsuki and saw a fire roasting some beautifully prepared salmon beside him. Salmon? Huh? Yeah, you asked for salmon. Looks good, doesn't it? How strange, I know I used it all. We were lucky. There were a couple pieces that were hiding in the back. Hiding? We'll have to buy more next time we go into town. Itsuki, why you being sus? Huh? It looked like Itsuki disappeared again. Now, let's get ready to go to the beach. Hopefully we can get there before sunset. Hey, Itsuki, I know this is strange, but it feels like you disappear sometimes. Disappear? What do you mean? I do not know how, but sometimes I suddenly cannot see you, and I'm sorry for making you worry. Huh? What is it? Are you ill? Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just your imagination. My imagination? Exactly. There's no explanation for people just disappearing, right? But then, why did you say sorry? Do you know why this is happening? He does. I wasn't apologizing for disappearing. I was apologizing for making you worry. Maybe you're just tired. I can think of quite a few reasons why you might not be getting enough sleep lately. Case in point, that tickle fight last night, I was clearly winning. Itsuki! I raised my hand to hit him, but Itsuki just ran away like the wind. Why would I fret over something so silly? He's right, people do not just disappear like that. Koto... Huh? Mikoto-chan? Koharu? Why are you just standing there? What's wrong? Please wake up. Sakuya? I knew it. There was something wrong. Something is off. If we don't get moving, we won't make it to the beach. Why are you so certain there will be a beach? What's wrong, Mikoto? As soon as I heard their voices, I suddenly felt my vision widen. The fields that looked so vast to me now looked like matte paintings. The blue skies looked like something from a coloring book. Where am I? Where is everyone? Mikoto? I can hear everyone's voices. They're telling me to wake up. Damn it, Saku. Where am I? You know, you really are a strong girl. I'm trying my hardest to keep this up. The shadow cast itself across Itsuki's face. He squinted his eyes as if he were looking at something far away. But I have no intention of letting you go. It's better to be trapped in this cage than live in a reality full of sadness and pain. Cage? Could he mean... Itsuki, no. Bad. Don't pull a Heishi. Am I inside a dream? When I saw that smile, I knew I was right. This house, this forest, the sky, all of it was just a dream, a shimmering mirage. If this is a dream, then what is happening in reality? What about Sakuya and the others? Sakuya and Koharu's insistent cries filled my head once more. Hurry up and bring me back to reality. Get me out of this dream. Nope, you can't leave this dream unless I release you myself. You? Are you really Itsuki? Why would you do something like this? I didn't set a wake-up condition. You're going to live here with me forever, in a world with no struggles or pain. You can't escape. Like I told you, I'm in total control of this dream. I swallowed hard at his cold words. I did not know if the Itsuki standing in front of me was really him. I stepped back, my hip bumping against the table. I started at the sound. Calm down and think. I repeated this to myself over and over. Powers cannot be used forever. Kakeru, Sakuya, and I can all be affected by the state of our bodies. Itsuki must have a weakness. There must be a clue in something Itsuki said. If I think through everything that has happened up until this point, maybe I can find something that will trip him up. But when I tried to recall my memories, my mind was completely blank. I cannot remember anything from the ship. Have I been in this dream that long? Okay, I believe roof is first. Then the dream, then the room. Right, the roof incident. Say, for example, you had to choose between a reality where you had to work all the time and a dream where you could be the real you. Which would you pick? There's no pain in dreams, no sadness. Everything can go exactly the way you want it to. You can be yourself, and no one will hurt you. You won't hurt anyone else either. Don't you think that would be really happiness? Words that felt like poisoned blades, and a sweet voice that melted my resistance away. I subconsciously dropped my barrier. Itsuki's powers must be confined within the dream, but I was not myself at that time. Perhaps Itsuki uses his voice and words to suggest things to his targets. I recalled what happened so far, then I remembered a talk we had on the hill. How he seemed so certain that it was an ocean in the distance after I longed for it. But what if it's not an ocean? I simply made a random guess. It's okay. I bet you're right. There's gotta be an ocean ahead. Really? Yeah, beyond the field is the ocean. A beautiful blue sea, just like you imagined. There must have been a reason he agreed and wanted me to imagine the ocean. My memories started gradually returning to me. I recall the strange dream some time after the incident on the roof. I remember seeing someone other than Itsuki in my dream. A driver who tried to take me to the castle, and a black cat. Though you're a resident of this dream world, you are no match for one who has lived in the dream world for years. There's a gorgeous ball being held at the castle right now. Your role in this world is to live happily with the prince. Onward to your fairy tale ending. Ambition and a fairy tale ending. Two phrases stuck like an uncomfortable lump in my throat. That black cat said on towards the fairy tale ending. Was that the order the driver was given? Will the dream end when the proper ending is achieved? Itsuki, what is the ending to this dream? Ending? What are you talking about? This world is my dream. You have been giving me subtle directions so you can set it up how you want. But everything has to go through me, or else you cannot make it happen. You have a great power, but there are limits to everything. Every dream has an ending. So what is this one's? Well done, you're mostly correct. When I show people dreams, I make a contract. It's not a huge thing. It's not like I show you your dream and I get your soul in return. In exchange for me showing their true desires, I make it so they can't resist my words. I must never make use of it because I don't really care about other people's dreams. But I can't have them dying on me, so I wake them when it's convenient. Pretty nice of me, right? I would not call trapping people in a dream kindness. Your kindness is the type of kindness that makes people weak. This dream is sweet. This dream is very sweet, but at its core, it is toxic. That's pretty harsh. You locked me in a cage? Those words do not even come close to describing what you did. Oh, they hide some extra bags under his eyes due to the character modeling. It almost looks like he's crying with the way his hair is falling. This is my dream. The boundaries are only what I can imagine, but there is no way I could ever compete with reality. The warmth of his hand will never disappear. You're lying again. You said I cannot resist your words, but that is just another suggestion. My actions are proof of that. Well, if you figure out that much, then that's it. I can't trick you any longer. What are you trying to do? Why would you do something like this? What is happening in the real world? Itsuki? Man, time's up. Reality never goes the way you want it to. Such a shame, too. I had you all to myself. Itsuki, please come out! Itsuki! I think we may have actually gotten the good ending. I'm sorry. I wanted to be with you more. I wanted to show you an endless dream. Itsuki! Mikoto. Sakuya? Oh, thank God you're finally awake. I am back on the ship. Where's Itsuki? Sakuya, where's Itsuki? Please take me to Itsuki. Sakuya took me outside the room. That is when I saw the ship. It was a far cry from what I remembered. Okay, so we've already not gotten the bad ending. The road that was supposed to be orderly was fractured. Trees were toppled all over, and the well had barely any water in it. Some of the rooms were safe, but most of the central rooms were destroyed. You don't remember? The ship was attacked, and then it crashed. Ron is nowhere to be found. Others were injured, but the one who was hurt the most was... His face was drained of all color. His stomach was wrapped in bandages that were discolored from what looked like blood. Was I still dreaming? Though his eyelids did not move, he had a calm expression on his face. Mikoto-chan! Let's give them some time alone. Okay. Itsuki's injuries were the worst of anyone. The biggest was the one on his stomach. It looked like he had lost a lot of blood. Well, let's pin down Natsuhiko. Pin his ass down and take his blood. He caused this shit. It's time for him to pay up. I guess we can have Akito help a little bit in the meantime. Even with all that, he tried his best to show me a dream for as long as he was still alive. I poured my heart into tending his wounds, believing that one day he would reawaken. Talia went to request assistance from the world. We'll wait for that, and then we'll move. I wonder how long Masamune will take. He said he'd be back in 3 days. 3 days? Kagami's injuries have healed quite a bit, so don't worry too much. You're right. Fortunately, we had a decent stock of food and medicine. The ship was completely wrecked, but some of our rooms were in decent shape. As long as Masamune returned with a messenger from the world, we should be alright. Even so, I'm still feeling pretty uneasy. The reason is... I know the reason. It is because Itsuki still would not wake. What if he never wakes up? Then he's dead. And then he's dead and we got a bad ending that I didn't know about. I really did not want to think like that, but all of my thoughts gradually turned dark. Under such suffering, I could see the appeal of hiding in a dream. Every time I saw Itsuki in a dream, I struggled to keep my sanity. Itsuki? At that moment, I felt a breeze from somewhere. The fresh smell of vegetation drifted through the room. Odd, is there a window open somewhere? This is... An opaque piece of paper glided to the floor. I recognized the handwriting. Is this from my notepad? Wait, this is Itsuki's letter. The letter he wrote to me. After he wrote it, Itsuki kissed me and then trapped me in his room. So much had happened that I had forgotten all about it. Itsuki's letter cut right to the chase without any superfluous words. When he wrote it, he was no longer speaking to me under false pretenses. His words touched my heart and tears flowed freely. Why write these things and then show me such a dream? Did you not want me to see this cool... Did you not want me to see this uncool side of you? I did air quotes when I said uncool. Idiot, I never thought a frivolous man like you was cool no matter how you acted. Stupid, so stupid. Oh, look who woke up. The dude has some fabulous bedhead, might I say. It's true, I didn't want to look uncool. But the main reason was because I didn't want to see the girl I love cry. Itsuki! I'm still alive. I thought I was a goner. Of course you were alive! Is that right? The future must have changed again, just a little bit. What? No, it's nothing. I'm just glad that you're okay, Mikoto. Oh, girl, about that. I'm so sorry. It's my fault that I could not put up a barrier. If I had been able to, none of this would have happened. No, it's not your fault, Mikoto. It's mine. Huh? It's not like I was underestimating things. I just didn't expect him to survive. Itsuki, what are you talking about? I heard the door open. I had no reason to suspect that anything was amiss, so I did not find it odd that they did not knock. I wonder who it is. Let me see. Mikoto, don't go. Huh? It was Ron. He was nowhere to be seen during all the commotion. And now here he was, as if nothing had happened. Ron, everyone's been looking for your dumbass. Where have you been? Ah, Kagami. Looks like you're alive. Well, it was a struggle. I think I was in limbo there for a while. That's so. Probably would have been better if you'd just up and died. What? How could you say that, Ron? Who are you again? Oh yeah, the no powers girl. Huh? Why does he know that I cannot use my powers? Did someone tell him? Natsuhiko said he didn't just want your power, but the purple-haired girl's powers too. Purple-haired girl? You mean Nanami? Yeah, that's the one. Nanami. That wasn't the deal. You said you wouldn't lay a hand on the girls. Yep. That's why it would have been better if you died before I had to scrap our contract. What are you saying? Why would you want Itsuki dead? What the fuck is wrong with you, Ron? So many things are wrong with him. That's why his route is age restricted. so many things. You and Itsuki had off-screen consensual sex, but in his route, this fucker almost commits rape. So, his route's age restricted, even though nothing actually ends up happening. It comes so close to it that I do not like that. So, if you haven't watched Ron's route, don't! Mikoto, the traitor, is Ron. Oh, traitor. Oh, you mean how I jacked up the wall and knocked down a tree? That's hardly traitor-worthy. I didn't really do anything major. Ron was the traitor. It was not out of the question, but for some reason I had never really considered Ron a possible culprit. I trusted Heishi's power to read people, and that is a mistake when you're dealing with someone that is neurologically different in a very dangerous way. I don't think he's a full-on sociopath, but he is definitely got some sociopath tendencies. And even if he'll just casually murder a dude. No malice in it, just this guy needs to be dead? Okay, bam. That's it. So, yeah, Heishi not feeling malice means jack shit when it comes to this guy. So trusting Heishi's power is a mistake. Do you have any concerns in regards to Ron and Itsuki? Not exactly. There's nothing about Ron that worries me. I don't ever feel any malice from him at all. It's kind of like he's an animal. He doesn't seem concerned about anything whatsoever. When you put it that way, it seems like Ron is a pretty decent person. Sorta, but well, Itsuki's been a bit weird. I feel like he's brooding over something. Yeah, Itsuki made the wrong call once he figured out who the traitor was really, really early on. Nothing worried about him wrong. Nothing worried him about Ron. Was Heishi lying to me? Was he in league with Ron? No. Heishi is Itsuki's friend. He would not allow Itsuki to go through something like this. Well, I get that you think I'm in the way. I get that you think I'm in the way. Well, I'd definitely like to avoid getting Nanami killed. Oh, you get it, huh? Yeah, but I'm not just gonna let myself be killed either. Besides, if you wanted to kill me, then we wouldn't be talking in the first place. That's right, I'm a stand-up guy, and I'm a man of my word. I've got a pretty sweet proposal for you. In 3 days, Natsuhiko's planning to sneak onto the ship. He's gonna steal the powers he wants and kill any unnecessary espers. So if you want to live, just don't be here when that happens. Oh, but we're gonna take Nanami with us, even if we have to use force. But we'll keep her alive, just like the contract says, right? Well, that doesn't sound like a very sweet proposal. What is that? If you use others as bait, you can get away clean. How dare you! I cannot believe you came and talk about treating other people like that. What he said was deplorable. Talking about killing companions that he deemed to be unnecessary, and with a smile on his face. We have been journeying together for so long. And this is how he thought of everyone. In my rage, I hurled the book at him. Huh? Was that a barrier? Well, that's the skinny. You do you. What is going on? How? How did Ron create a barrier? Because I gave Ron your powers. Gave Ron my powers? That cannot be. Why? Why would you do such a thing? I'm sorry. If I had had my powers, you would not have had to get hurt. I could have protected you. Ron told me that he was seriously going to kill you and take Nanami. You were being threatened? Yeah. He doesn't have powers of his own, but he has tricks up his sleeve to fight people who do have them. You probably know more about that than I do, though. Is he referring to the gun that man had? Apparently, Ron couldn't do anything when he learned we have people amongst us with offensive powers. But he claims he can kill espers who don't attack with their powers. I figured that I had to do something. From there, Ron agreed to make a trade with me. If I let him have your barrier power, then he wouldn't kill you. You should have said something. If you told me, I would have helped. Yeah, you also should have said something to Kakeru and Masamune, or literally anyone other than... You say things to pretty much everyone. You were a hostage. You had your barriers, but they weren't perfect. If they took advantage of an opening, it would have been all over. So that tree falling and trying to stop the search for the traitor, Itsuki was behind all that. Not the tree. That was Ron. The tree was Ron. The stop the search for the traitor, that was Itsuki. At first I was looking for an Esper with an offensive power. I walked through everyone's dreams, but I couldn't find any clues. Time was running out and I was at my wit's end. I couldn't consult with anyone, so in the end my conclusion was that I had to kill Ron. Kill Ron? That would be impossible. You have no way of dealing with his devices. Yeah, it was risky, but not entirely hopeless. There was a possibility I'd succeed. I've tried to sell my powers numerous times in the past, but anyone who tried to receive them would start bleeding and ultimately die. Non-Espers dying when they were given powers was the first time I had heard of such a thing. When Espers use powers, we become fatigued, or it exacts some other kind of physical toll on us. Perhaps there was some kind of prerequisite a person needed to meet in order to use our powers. I figured to a normal person, these powers must be like poison. So I took the chance that giving Ron my powers would kill him too. But Ron did not die. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I saw so many other people die in the past, but not him. Ron was as energetic as ever. He might be some kind of monster. When you put it that way, you make it seem like all people who use powers are monsters. You're right. And then my theory was wrong. I gave the enemy my powers, and now I'm here. Sorry. Itsuki bowed his head. After a few moments of silence, I stood. What Itsuki did may not have been the smartest choice, but he was certainly able to avoid the worst possible outcome. After all, this was all Ron's fault. If Itsuki did not do something, Ron might have just killed everyone, literally without a second thought. But knowing that I no longer had my powers made me sad. I missed them. I felt like I had lost a piece of myself. However, now I no longer have the ability to protect a large group of people. That's right. With the training and practice, everything I did because I was scared I would not be able to protect everyone, I never have to worry about that again. What a terrible person I am. I actually feel relieved. Tears rolled down my face. Whether they were tears of sadness or tears of joy, I could not actually say. If I was being honest, I would say that losing my powers made me feel more relieved than sad. Mikoto, you are now an ordinary girl. fell to my knees and continued to cry, with Itsuki holding my hand. The girl has lost her power. Now she can be released from her future. We knew there was no way we could use everyone as bait, so Itsuki and I spoke to Kakeru about Ron. Even though we knew that enemies were coming, we could not simply leave everyone and abandon them to die. We did not know what would come first, Masamune's arrival or the enemy assault. So it was vital that anyone who could use their powers remain on board. After we informed Kakeru, he said that it would be pointless for anyone who did not have an offensive power, like Heishi, to stay behind. That means Sakuya should leave as well, though I'm not certain what types of powers the others have. Those who can fight, I only know of Kakeru. Hopefully there are others I am unaware of. If there is an offensive power user among the others, the whole situation would change. According to Itsuki, there was definitely someone with the power to change the tide of battle among us. Ron knew about them, and there was a reason he had to make the trade with Itsuki instead of just doing what he wanted. We can only hope that person steps forward. It'll be 3 days until Masamune returns. I wonder if our info is being leaked. No, if that was the case, they'd make their move before then. Either way, we're stuck. This is the result of my poor decisions. I'm sorry, everyone. That's definitely true. If it were me, I would have done things better. This would all be over. Though some people would have been sacrificed. So when you look at it like that, it's probably best that you negotiated with Ron. You're the only one who ended up hurt after all. Well, anyway, I'll be leaving now. I can't fight with these injuries, and I don't want to get in the way of the rest of you. So I'm guessing at some point Ron gave Itsuki his power back, because holding 2 powers absolutely would have killed him, and Ron's not that stupid. I'm going with you. That reminds me, you don't have your powers anymore. Yes, I am unable to protect anyone here, so I will take my leave with Itsuki. You sure looked pleased for having your powers taken away. I thought you'd go insane. Insane? Why would you think that? I figured you were the type to make their powers their whole identity, you know? She was. She's gone through growth in this route. Actually, he pretty much hit the nail on the head. I'd always thought that I would be of no use to anyone without my powers. But not anymore. Can you take it easy on her, please? She's actually quite sensitive. Alright. If you're going, make it quick. It'd be a hassle if everyone else finds out. Got it. Let's go. Okay. This is where I part ways with everyone. I'm sad, but there's nothing to be done. Without saying goodbye to anyone but Kakeru, we both fled the ship. The forest at night was dark and still. It was so quiet, we could hear birds calling from far away. If we keep walking in this direction, we will reach the town. We should not strain ourselves and take things slow. We don't have time for that. 3 days is going to pass really quick, you know. We don't know if Ron was telling the truth either, and that Natsuhiko person could change his mind at any given second. We need to avoid worsening your injury. We should not overdo it. Okay. Huh? Who is it? Sakuya, what are you doing here? I saw the future. The future? Sakuya grabbed Itsuki's shoulder and whispered something in his ear. If you ever make her cry, I swear I will castrate you. Still with the threats all the way to the very end, huh? I know already. Trust me, if I make her cry, I deserve it. Mikoto, take care. With that, Sakuya left. It seemed like finishing business with Itsuki had been the primary reason for Sakuya's visit, rather than saying farewell to me. What were you two talking about? You know, threats and stuff. Threats? Since when did you two come so close? Close? Not at all. I'm super bad with people like Saku, and I just said he threatened me. Oh? I don't get along with people who have pretty faces, a great childhood, and flawless abilities. I just don't mesh well with people like that. Now that you mention it, I really cannot find any flaws in Sakuya. Whatever you teach him, he immediately learns. He is skilled with his hands, smart, and very calm. Nearly everyone gets along with him. He and I have been close since we were children, so my sense of beauty is skewed. When anyone told me I was beautiful, I just compared myself to Sakuya. Are you finished? I get it already. Don't go praising other guys like that. I'm going to get super jealous. Hey, you were the one who kept telling me I should get together with Sakuya, right? Keep this up and you're going to make me want to punch myself in the face. If you did that with your current wounds, it would be pretty much suicide. Come on. Yeah. We resumed walking. Our first goal was to get through this forest safely. I wonder how long this forest goes for. It shouldn't be that bad. I'm sure we'll get through it quickly. There you go with your lies again. It's not a lie. I really believe it. I believe that when I'm with you, everything will be alright. We'll continue our dream once we reach the town. What are you talking about? What? Stop acting like you don't know. You're not so innocent anymore. You pig! If I think about that, all my pain just melts away. It's better than any anesthesia. Unfortunately, it's also more addictive than morphine. Don't make shit up! Come on, let's talk about fun things to ease my terrible, terrible pain. First, let's see. Let's talk about where you like to be kissed. So, where do you like it? Tell me. Can you not talk about such weird things? Fuck, the odds are back. Can you not talk about such weird things right now? I will leave you here if you cannot behave. Ow, the pain, my injuries, they hurt so much. Huh? I might collapse from the pain. I don't think I'll be able to wake up for it feels like 3 days. You snarky bastard. Itsuki crouched in place. I clenched my fist. If he was not already injured, I would have definitely punched him in the face. Kisses should only be on the cheeks or mouth. Don't be silly. What about when I was kissing you all over? StormDragon will not read this last part of this. Huh? So, which of those did you like the most? I was at a loss for words. My lip trembled. After giving it some thought, I let my shoulders relax. I'm never going to forgive him for this. Come on, tell me. You know I like gossip. You know I'm a gossipy bitch. You can't tell people about this. This is between only the two of us. This is us. This is private gossip. Lips. Aw, cute forest smooch. His warm hands and lips enveloped me. The warmth that I felt was pure happiness. The sweet scent was proof that I was being embraced by the one I love. I love you. Let's stay together forever. A quiet forest, the distant call of birds underscored how untouched by humanity it was. I decided to stay in his warm embrace for as long as I could hear all those birds. I closed my eyes. Let's take a break around here. You must be tired, huh? You okay? I am completely fine. It is you that I'm worried about. I'm just peachy. That kiss did wonders for my health. Idiot. Lean on me, get some rest. We'll likely be walking until morning. We've been walking continuously since we left the ship. It was probably best to rest while we could. Itsuki probably has it much worse, especially with that serious wound. Is there anything I can do to ease his pain? I am not sure it will be comfortable to sleep on, but... What's that? Lap. You'll let me use your lap as a pillow? Look, that escalated too quickly. He's way too excited about this. Why, I must say, it's quite the attractive offer, but I don't want you to strain yourself. This forest looks bigger than I first thought. Can I take you up on that offer another time? There will be no another time. This is your first and last chance. Eh. What? Why are you being so modest all of a sudden? You either want to or you don't. Just make a choice. Well, if you put it that way, I'm just gonna have to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime chance. The yawns are bad, fellow dragons. I don't know why. It must be because I'm actually comfortable now and not overheating. Itsuki laid his head on my lap while holding his injured stomach. With his face so close, I could feel my embarrassment grow. Wow, so this is what your lap feels like. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world. Hey, stop moving your head around. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to enjoy my only chance to experience this amazing feeling. I did not realize how heavy a human head was until then. Still, it was not uncomfortable. That weight represented his complete trust in me. With his eyes closed, he was completely defenseless and trusting me with his safety. How strange. Itsuki is much older than I am, but he looks so cute right now. I suppose I'll allow you to do this again. One day. Really? I never lie. I'm not sure about that. In fact, I think you lie a lot more often than I do. Are you saying that I have lied to you before? Let's put a pin in that. I'd better get to enjoying my rest. Good idea. Oh, what's he supposed to do? Read Natsuhiko's backstory to him? I wonder if Masamune has returned yet. He should make it in time, right? Masamune's power is not going to help anything. It'll be fine. No average human can stand against Kakeru's power. Besides, there's a fire esper with him. Fire? Apparently they're super strong, like the strongest in the world. Who is it? I have no idea, but I've heard even your barriers won't work against their fire. I felt like I was being brushed off. From the way he said it, it sounded more like Itsuki heard a rumor than a thing. But I wonder if he heard it from Ron, but Ron should definitely not know who wields that power. If he had, he would have tried to kill them instead of targeting me. I was curious, but perhaps it was not something for me to know, and so I put it out of my mind. I was washed up! In any case, we've got our work cut out for us. After all, you no longer have your powers. The world won't be giving you orders anymore, but it probably won't give you any assistance either. But I'll protect you, of course. Though I guess that doesn't make you feel all that safe right now. You've already protected me enough, both my life and my happiness. Have I really? Yes. I'm gonna die? Cut out the bad jokes, Saku. I know about your future. You were supposed to save the Miss and then die. I think it's great that you were able to avoid that fate. But I'd much prefer it if I weren't the one dying instead. This is only a premonition, and something that she definitely cannot know, but... I think that your future ends in death as long as you are with her. What do you mean? We always thought that if I never fell in love with anyone, then I could avoid my fate. That's why she avoided me, and that's why I never allowed myself to get close to her either. I have special feelings for her, but they aren't romantic. That's a lie. It is not. It's not like that's not what it looks like to me. I've seen your dreams, man. As a person with a doomed future who can only sit and be protected by others, I have no right to drag her down with me. The fact that she's always pushing herself to protect everyone with her barriers is my fault. But now things are different, right? Now I think that she is the actual danger. Now I think that she is actually the real danger. I think that whoever cares for her most will end up giving his life to protect her. In order to protect her, you need to be by her side. The reason my future changed is because she chose you. Chose me. Because the person she wanted to protect the most changed. Lately you've been getting attacked, so she pushes her body to the limit using her power to try and protect you and everyone else. The enemy will find an opening to attack her. When they do, you will take the hit for her. Her life will be saved, but yours will be lost. After that, she will never again face a situation that could endanger her life. So, what are you saying? She's gonna lose the one dearest to her right before her eyes? Isn't watching someone die protecting her the one thing she fears the most? Itsuki? Just because her life is saved doesn't mean that her happiness will be saved too. She'd live with guilt for the rest of her life. She's being worshipped as a goddess, but she's just a girl. She's brave and hardworking, but she's still a normal girl. There's one possible method. A method where no one dies, but she's still protected. But the probability of success is very low. As long as it's more than 0, I'll do it. Are you prepared to live with the guilt if you fail? Yeah. You're strong. You're strong, though I already knew that you'd give me an answer immediately. It's something that I could never do, but seeing how different you are from myself, you just might be able to make this work. If I can ensure her happiness, I'll do whatever it takes. You're clumsy and terrible at lying, but you're pretty darn good at lying to yourself. You're not miserable, not in pain. The amazing thing is, you can turn those lies into the truth. But don't worry, you won't need to push yourself any longer. You don't have to obey anyone's orders ever again. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to save the lives of others anymore. You don't need to get involved in deadly conflicts ever again. You're a normal girl now. I'll protect you from now on, both your life and your happiness. Every time the wind blew, the forest stirred, leaves started falling to the ground. Oh. You know what? Fuck it, I'm reading this as a character that hasn't appeared. Every time the wind blew, the forest stirred, leaves falling to the ground. It was as if they were hiding the pair, shielding them from any harm. Embraced by the forest, shrouded in night, the two fell soundly asleep. Do we have anything we need? We're not missing anything, right? No, I think we have everything. Here, let me carry it. It's okay, I can hold this and your hand. You there, the married couple! Come take a gander, I've got some great stuff in stock. Married couple? Hey Mikoto, I think he means us. What? We are not married. What do you recommend, Pops? Everything I sell, the finest quality, but this is the best. Some nice fatty salmon. It was the top pick at the market this morning. Hey, salmon. You like salmon, right? I do, but we will not meet our goal if we live so extravagantly now. Of course, our goal, to have a wedding ceremony. That's important, but if we don't do what makes us happy, we won't be able to enjoy life until then. That is true, I suppose. Give me 2 slices of the salmon, Pops. Come right up. He's incorrigible. Since we had safely traversed the forest, we had just been living life in a nearby town. Our daily life was just like the dream Itsuki had shown me before. My routine consisted of waiting for Itsuki to return from work. On the weekend, we would go out and spend time together like this. It's not quite so smooth or stress-free as the dream, but being together in both good times and bad strengthened and deepened our bonds. I was perfectly happy living this life with Itsuki, but there was still one thing that concerned me. I stared at the road stretching out before me. In the distance was the forest where the ship crashed. What are you looking at? I wonder where everyone else is. Once Itsuki had healed, we returned to where the ship had been. But we found no trace of anyone, nor the ship itself. It felt like the whole thing had been a dream. Like the ship never existed, the forest was healthy green as if nothing had ever happened. Some of the folks in charge must have moved the ship. As for the forest, that was probably Kakeru. It's okay, I'm sure everyone's fine. There's no way those guys would die that easily. Don't look so down. Any day now, Hay'll get in contact with us and everyone will drop by for a visit. I wonder if they'll be able to figure out where we are. This is the town closest to the forest, but it is still quite a city. Will they be able to find us? Well, maybe we can fill our house with non-stop laughter. Whenever they come to the town, they'll hear the sound of our laughter and know exactly where to find us. I'm not the type who laughs out loud like that. What are you talking about? I love the way you look when you're laughing out loud. Well, I can't really imagine you laughing with your mouth wide open, but our kids will be able to help with that. As he said that, he sat in place and As he said that, he sat down in place. He then looked at my belly and beamed a huge smile. Right? Not yet, you idiot! Ow. Itsuki rubbed his head where he had been punched. Then he stood up and looked at the sky. When we were on the ship, I was talking to Hay about how we both wanted families. Fun, happy, loving families. And about waking up next to the person we love, having someone to welcome you home after a long day. I'm so happy right now. This isn't a dream. It's my reality. Yeah. Dear. I spoke those words. Words of a letter I had memorized from corner to corner. If I talk about the weather, this will seem out of season later, so I'll cut it, because what I'm about to write is something that will never change. Mikoto? Your relentless focus and drive, your stubborn spirit, your unwillingness to say your true feelings. I've been annoyed by these things many, many times. Wait a minute, when did you read that? And when did you have the time to memorize it? I could have sworn I slipped that letter out of your pocket because of how embarrassing it is. I found it when you were injured. Oh, your cheeks are red. My, how rare. Of course they are. Damn it. I thought they would have gotten lost or destroyed. I should have asked someone to burn it. Unfortunately for you, it was carefully tucked away in the back of the drawer, safe from any harm. Gah. Itsuki's face had turned almost entirely red from embarrassment. His normal composure was completely absent. What's going on? Why, I wrote it. I thought it'd be way less embarrassing than saying it out loud. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. I'm really sweating here. Have your feelings changed since you wrote this? Nope, they'll never change. Well then, you should probably start working on what you wrote. Oh. But the wedding needs to come first. We must do these things in the proper order. We are still outside, you know. People are going to see us. I love you, Mikoto. Thank you for becoming part of my family. Hey, do you love me? My mouth kept opening and closing from the whirlwind of emotions I was experiencing. Itsuki would probably back off if I got mad about this being a main road. He would not want to force anything on me. But I understood that he should not be the only one to express his feelings in the relationship. I did decide I would not be so passive anymore. I slowly began to speak. I love you, Itsuki. I want to be with you forever, too. Good. I'll take care of you forever. I'm sure there will be many hardships for us to overcome in the future. But the reason I can keep moving forward and think positively about the future is because he is here with me. We will keep moving forward together, hand in hand. Okay, we got the good ending. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't think there's a post-credit scene. Gonna skip over this. Oh, there is a post-credit scene. If I talk about the weather, this'll seem half a season later, so I'll cut it. His handwriting looks like mine, but actually better. Because my handwriting sucks. They even changed the writing on the letter for the English release. I don't think they did that in the Vita version, actually. Did they? I'll have to check later. Because what I'm about to write is something that'll never change. Your relentless focus and drive, your stubborn spirit. I've been annoyed by these things many, many times. But more than that, the time I spent with you brings me joy. If we ever end up having kids together, I hope they grow up to be just like you. I want them to bring happiness to others the way you do. I think that'll make them happy too. If they're able to make others happy, I think that'll make them happy too. It's probably much better than giving people fantasies. After all, a dream can't make anyone happy if they're dreaming it alone. When I realized all these things, I started to feel like my power was worthless. I just want this journey to hurry up and end so I can live with you. I love you. What? You're still reading it? Why do you care? It belongs to me after all. That's true, but why do you keep rereading that old note when I'm right here saying sweet things to you now? Because I like the things written in here and your pretty handwriting. Ugh. Your words are so strange. They resonate with me so much more than anyone else's. That's probably because you're so into me. I remember everything. How I was not your type. How you felt sorry for me. How you tried to tell me to be with Sakuya. And how I'd be alone forever. I do feel guilty about that. I also said many cruel things to you. We sure did argue a lot. I'd never argued with a girl before. My technique was to be kind to girls, but you were different. How was I different? Well, I'd treat you nicely and spoil you, but you wouldn't listen to me at all. I know, I'm just too selfish. I was mean to you when you wouldn't listen. I'm the worst. I never said that. Of course it hurt when you first told me those things, but I'm really happy now. Happy? After I was so cruel to you. Have you always been such a masochist? Oh, that is bad. That is bad. There was this one time that Ron and Masamune were drinking with me, and Ron brought up some dude that he knows who gets off on girls insulting him. Please tell me that you're not like that guy. Masochist? Oh, damn it. Someone who gets pleasure from being tormented. It's fine if you are. I don't mind giving you what you like. I'm more of a sadist anyway. Why don't we give it, that's a joke. Put those fists away, would you? I'm never going to be able to have a serious conversation with you, am I? I'm sorry I couldn't take having my past indiscretions repeated back to me. I was not trying to blame you. I was saying that I'm glad that we were able to talk and argue with each other back then. I'm glad glad that I have someone who is willing to point out when I do something wrong or bad. Ugh. At first I had a hard time taking it all in, but I slowly began to understand. I want to update Saku on how you've grown, but I feel like he'd hate to hear about it from me. You do not need to give him any updates. Girls are like flowers. What I once saw as a small bud has suddenly blossomed and is full of vibrant color. You'd better not say we wither quickly, too. Flowers don't just wither and die. After they bloom, they simply leave their seeds. Even if the earth itself starts to wither away, or God decides to end all life, we must continue to leave our seeds behind. But I don't think the seeds are only for life. I think they include all kinds of important things like dreams, hopes, and kindness. There's no need to try and become something. No need to try and be like someone else. It's wrong to burden oneself with more than necessary. You need to be careful with your metaphors there, Itsuki. Our role in life is just to spread our seeds. I think that every man and woman should just try to make sure they fulfill that duty. How's that? I tried to have a serious conversation. That sounded like more inappropriate innuendo, and also some very dated things that lead to overpopulation. It felt rather aimless, and like it could lead to overpopulation. Right? It's not really my thing. But I liked it a lot anyway. I always wanted to take on so many things, become someone who could do anything. I see. I think I understand why you were so into romance now. You were following what you thought your role was on this earth. Well, actually, I just really like girls. Sometimes guys, but they have to meet a very specific set of criteria, and it's only ever happened like once or twice. But anyway, 90% of my life is just following my desires, and the other 10% is just trying to justify myself. You always have to add something unnecessary at the end. But you like that aspect of me too, don't you? You're such an idiot. Yay! That's gonna do it for this episode, fellow dragons. Only almost 3 hours, not that bad. Still pretty long-winded. All the endings are, but all the good endings are. I'm glad I broke the Senri ending into multiple parts. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Feel free to pick one of the other routes, except Ron's. That one's there, you can pick it. Please don't. That one's a problem. See you next time, fellow dragons. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed making it. But yeah. Bye, fellow dragons.